What's going on, YouTube? It's Drew Lefty NDV10 back with a SGC return video. So a lot going on at SGC currently. Not real sure what that would be. I've had some disagreements with them. It's just really a shame, but I'm not going to let that drag down this video. So I'm going to show off a few cards that a buddy of mine, Justin, sent in as well. I'll quickly show off some of his better stuff. 2-5 Ed Delahanty. Got a John Titus. Nice looking one there. Here is a nice 1.5 Hal Chase. This card is amazing. 4.5 Boss Schmidt. Just a killer card. It's a 350/25 back as well. Really tough back combo. Here's an M116 of Boss with some pink lipstick. A super clean 1.5 Harry Steinfeld portrait. Beautiful color on that. And then this was probably, I don't know, the Boss Schmidt 4.5 is super nice, but you get a killer upgrade from a PSA 2 to a 3 on this card, Home Run Baker. So incredible color and registration for this one. I mean, this thing is just spot on, a killer. So that was some of Justin's better returns. I will jump right into mine. Let's see. First up, we got a Gabby Street, Charles Street, or Chaz E. Street as known here. And this is the, they didn't list it on here, but this is the, oh no, I'm wrong. They did, E91C. So there are a few players that share this same pose. So kind of different. I've got another E91 in here as well. Next up we got Aussie Shrek, kind of just one of my little pet projects. I think this will make the 4th different back of him I have. He's kind of a tougher polar bear from what I understand. This one's beat up, but just glad to have one locked down for the run. Next up, really nice short print of Edrulbach with glove. Incredible color on this card. It's got some creasing, but it's honestly very hard to see. This thing is a beauty. 150/30. Edrulbach. Very nice card. Very tough card too. Germany Schaefer. I sent this in raw. I got a 2.5. Thought it probably would. I thought it had an outside shot at a 3. Believe it or not, this was in a PSA 3.5 holder at one time. It's got a little speck of paper loss there. I'm pretty sure that bumped it down to the 2.5 along with these pretty weak corners there. But great looking card, centered. Yeah. Germany Schaefer. This card, beautiful. It's my second Merkel portrait. Incredible red on there, 2.5. I bought this card for $26, and it actually just sold on eBay for $115. So after tax and shipping, somebody paid $130 for this. So just goes to show you how crazy this market has gone in the last 6 months. Common back there as well. So I mean, nothing too crazy special. This was a big win. Bought this raw for $30. Bowling with Bat is a short print, so happy to have a 4 in this card. I currently have a 3 right here. Generally speaking, this card, quick aside, always has this huge left border. I have a 3 currently that does not have that giant border. But I think I'm going to sell it. It's got a little bit of paper loss on the back. So upgraded to a 4. This was at one point in time in an SGC 3.5 holder, so they gave it technically a 1.5, half grade bump. This is a beauty. I bought this raw for $30. And it got a 3. This is an incredibly beautiful Nat portrait. Nat Broker, really underrated player. Not during his time. People knew how good he was then, but you just don't hear much about him. He played on some awful Brooklyn teams. But this is a stunner. Love this card. I hate to let it go, but I do need to fund some other T206 pickups. And yeah, just can't justify holding dupes right now with as hot as everything is. But man, that's a beauty. This one I was super happy about. This was in a PSA 2 holder as well. I'm very glad it crossed over. This is the E91A series. Basically the A series, from what I understand, they used all kind of original photos of these guys versus the, when you look at the E91C series, obviously there's different checklists on the back, but a lot of the guys in the A series, when you get down to B and C, they used the images from Series A. So Walter Johnson has the same photo as Rue Baudel. Obviously, this is Rue Baudel, but it's funny. If you look up the Johnson, you'll see what I mean. This card's killer. Love this card for the YL collection, as you can see that. This was in a 3.5 PSA holder, so glad it crossed. This was a back combo that I only had one of. It's a 460-25, so pretty tough. Harry Davis on front. Cool looking card. Next up, big cross for the Gabby Street collection. This was in a PSA 4 holder, and it of course crossed to a 4. This is an old mill for the Gabby Street back run. Just a really vibrant card. Super happy that crossed over to a 4. I didn't think it'd have any problems at all, but really centered, just a solid looking card. I could see this in a 5 holder as well and not sweat a bit. This one, super special. These last 5 cards here all really mean a lot to me. This one especially. There are 3 of these graded. This is the highest graded copy that I have. Highest graded copy out there, so it's the highest pop. This is from 1916 Z-Nuts, which was a Pacific Coast League set that you got in a little candy. This is a descendant, or excuse me, I'm a descendant of this. So this is John Silas Van. He played for the Salt Lake City Bees and the Cardinals. I actually made it to the big league. So this one I was really happy about when Max got me in contact with the seller. It has part of the area that you would trim it from or cut from there. So I knew it was going to get higher than the one I currently have. And man, I'm just so thankful to have this card. Blank back there. Really happy to have that. Super awesome to have the highest graded copy as well. The Z-Nuts, there's a billion different subjects and they just don't get graded much. And these never pop up. So I was incredibly thankful to have that. Same with this one. Max gifted this to me and it crossed over to a 2.5. This is one of the most beautiful non-sport sport sets out there. Will's Cigarettes is a British company. They make a billion different subsets for their tobacco products. I mean, there is everything from dogs to bicycles to yeah, anything you can think of, they got it. This is from 1901. This was a set called Sports Up All Nations, and of course at that time, you know, baseball. That's America. Sport of baseball goes back to our nation's very core. And I think symbolizes some of the best things about this country. So this card is just incredibly beautiful. The back on this thing is so intricate. Will's Best Bird's Eye trademark tobacco and cigarettes. The original Bristol Bird's Eye of highest quality for pipe cigarettes. I mean, look at that. This card is awesome. Love it. Super thankful Max got that to me. Next 3 really big hitters, all sovereign backs. I had no idea at the time when I bought this how tough this card was, but holy smokes, is it an absolute stunner. This is Bill OHara. A lot of people know Bill OHara from this set because he is one of the two polar bear only backs on his team switch. So he has a really, really, really tough card where they switched his team name. Well, obviously, and he's not on New York national team, and he's only available on polar bear back. So yeah, a really tough card. But anyways, this is for Bill OHara's New York National League. The Giants team. This is his only off back. He only comes in Sovereign off back. So to get this, incredibly happy. Very happy with that. It was in a 3-holder PSA, crossed over, no problem at all. Color on this thing is just insane. Love this card. Instant favorite. This one was in a 2.5 holder as well for PSA. It crossed over. This is a very, very tough Rube Waddell. As you can see, 2.5. What's special about it is it is a Sovereign 150. So Rube Waddell throwing only comes in an old mill, which are very, very, very impossible. The last 2 sold a Heritage for $2,500. So he comes in old mill and he comes in Sovereign. Sovereign 150 and then 350 series, and the 150s are exponentially tougher than the 350s most cases, and this one is no exception. Beautiful card, very, very tough. Super happy to have it for that back run. And then the big one, probably my favorite card in my collection, another Waddell. This is a 2.5. And it, like the one I just shown before, was a Sovereign 150 back. So, got the Sovereign 350 there. Sweet Capital 150, 25, tough card. Sovereign also very tough. Sweet Capital 150, 30. And then the toughest of the bunch so far that I have is this incredibly beautiful 2.5. I was really hoping this would get a bump to a 3. It did not, unfortunately, but I am just super, super happy to have it in any case. So he's going to join the ranks. And yeah, that is all I got, guys. I appreciate you watching so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.